In 2007, my ex-wife bought a new car and it had Sirius XM for 3 months for free. So we started listening to Howard Stern, and then we had that car for like 2 years. And this was when Sirius was in its infancy. It wasn't even merged with XM yet, or maybe it was. I don't know. But we had it for like 2 years for free, never paid for it. And I started listening to Howard Stern and other talk radio shows. And for the first time, I was like, man, I think I could do that. I think I could just sit in a room and talk and not think it was work. That would be a good job. Cut to a year later, I was in my apartment in North Raleigh, North Carolina, and I get on the internet and I find this website called Blog Talk Radio. I think it still exists. And they let you have your own radio show with callers and everything. And I started this journey with a friend of mine named Jeremy. We started a show. He quickly bailed, and I've never stopped since then. A lot of times people ask me like, hey, how much money do you make being a content creator? And it's a hard question to hear, and it's a harder question to answer. The truth is I've rarely made anything. From 2022 to 2024, I made $30 to $90 a month being on Facebook. You have to pay like $15 to be blue check marked on that website. So you do the math. It was really never about the money at first. It was 100% a labor of love. At the end of 2023, I had left a pest company. I was a bug guy, and I'm not going to go too far into that. But if you're somebody out there and you want a career and you don't have a lot of education or experience, you can make a lot of money being a bug guy, especially on the sales side. I had left a big company for an even bigger company. I had talked my way into almost creating a new position for myself there. I had 100% freedom. They paid for everything. I had a car. I had a gas card. And my job was to basically go out and just mingle with the public and try to sell bug spray. And bug spray is one of those things that's not very hard to sell. People hate bugs. I hate bugs. I woke up one morning before work and I just remember feeling like I had won the lottery in a sense. I was basically getting paid to just hang out in Phoenix, Arizona all day and kind of do whatever I want. I was financially pretty set with that gig, but I felt empty. I felt like I was avoiding my true calling by laziness and by a fear, just letting fear say, don't try to be a content creator. There's no way in hell you'll ever make money at it. Just stick, like they say, don't quit your day job. I got out of bed and I looked up, and my wife she decorated our room, and this little tiny sign may have been there for a long time. I don't know, but I saw it that day for the first time, and it just said, if not now, when? And it hit me like a ton of bricks. And I knew like what it was saying to me was, that's really cool that you've, weaseled your way into this cake job and you're going to make good money and you don't have a ton of responsibility and you can just hang out all day. And, I was good at it. I could sell bug spray pretty easily. So it was a situation where everybody was going to win. The company I was working for, I was going to win, but I was empty. I convinced my family to pack up our shit and move from Phoenix to my hometown of Elkhart, Kansas. I didn't know why at the time. Had no idea why. A few months after we got here, we drove by what turned out to be a crime scene. My wife filmed it, and we put it on YouTube, which currently brings us to kind of where we're at in present day. I've been on YouTube since 2007 in some way or fashion. At one point, I had 500 subscribers back in 2007, which was a big deal in 2007. If there was a way to monetize back then, I didn't know how to do it. I never made any money. But I basically have not been an avid YouTube creator since 2012, probably. I just kind of gave up on that whole ordeal. I've been a YouTube fan the entire time. I think YouTube is one of the best, if not the best, forms of entertainment out there. You can watch old TV shows. You can watch, current people that are, like me, creators and stuff. You can watch anything on YouTube, especially if you pay the premium. I don't even know what it is. It's like 25, 30. I don't know what it is. You pay that premium, no commercials. You can just sit there and watch YouTube until you die if you want to. So I've always been a YouTube fan, and I've always been enamored with maybe figuring out a way to work for YouTube in a sense. You know what I mean? Last week, on probably the worst day of my life, and nothing bad happened. It's just I wasn't where I needed to be. I had made this big move. I was trying to do everything right. I was just trying to figure out like, I need to do this. I need to make content for a living. This is what I need to do with my life, and I don't know how to do it. And I felt like I was drowning. And last week they reached out to me and they told me that I'm now a partnered, user, which is not a big deal. Like there's people out there that are 18 years old that are a YouTube partner that are going to see this video and be like, what a loser, man. This guy became he got accepted into the YouTube partner program and he's like gleeful about it. It is lame. It's lame that it took me this long to figure it out. But at the end of the day, I'm glad it took this long because I'm 41. I have people relying on me, like a wife and kids, and these dogs that keep walking into the shots. The main thing that becoming a YouTube partner does for me is it lets me know that while, yes, since 2008, I have had a really, really, really fun hobby. But as I did my taxes, I'm doing my taxes right now, and they're basically saying like, if you could just stop making this a hobby, if you could figure out how to make money, you could get some help, with your taxes and everything as being a small business owner. So that message coming across my screen saying, you're now a YouTube partner was huge in my life. A lot of times in the past, as I've been coming up, there's been times where I've got on social media and said, hey, here's my sad story. Can you send me $20? Can you send me $10? Can you send me $5? I'm at a point where I don't want anybody that's a friend of mine or anybody that's been watching my channel since 2008 or any of these people. I thank everybody that's ever helped me out. I'd like to think that I've paid back anybody that sent me anything, big. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, if you want to help me out, don't log into Cash App. Don't log into Venmo. Just log into YouTube. Just look for my channel, Derek Evan Releford, and in parentheses it says Back Home Media. I have over 530 videos, some of them covering true crime. Some of them are like daily vlog type stuff. Some of it's original music I've written with friends of mine. A lot of podcasts that I produce go live there. There's a lot of content on my YouTube channel. And if you want to help me, you can just go to my YouTube channel and just watch videos. And if you do that, it'll help me. It might give me some money from ad revenue. It might bump me up in algorithms. Maybe you'll like my content. Maybe you'll tell a friend. But at the end of the day, I just want to say thanks to everybody who helped out along the way and helped me stay motivated for the most part. Like stay motivated to not quit. There's been times where I've laid down for 3 or 4 days at a time, but I try not to quit. I try to preach to my kids that quitting is not an option. You go 100% the whole time. So shout out to anybody that believed in me. Shout out to my haters. Everybody that's ever hated on me. Thank yourself. Pat yourself on the back. You're the reason I'm here. And check out my channel. Or don't. Maybe you're watching this video and you're like, fuck your channel. That's cool. But maybe you're watching this video and you're like, man, I've been messing around with like a hobby for 5 to 10 years. And I think I could maybe make money doing it. But that sounds really scary to do that. Even if you never watch a single video I've ever made, if you're able to look at me, who is a self-proclaimed fat high school dropout, it's 2:00, a fat high school dropout, and somehow the world is letting me participate in the rat race of life. Becoming a YouTube partner doesn't mean that you get rich. You could make some money. It doesn't mean that you're rich, but it does mean that it's no longer a hobby. You'll have to put it on your taxes. If you make $10 or $1 million, the government wants to know about it. And for anybody out there who is a hobbyist dreaming of being a professional in whatever craft you do, keep reaching. Keep dreaming. They're letting losers in, guys. They're letting losers in. Thanks for listening, and thanks for watching.